Moana, welcome back to our channel. This video is pretty exciting for me to be able to make because it's actually part of a collab that is organized by US Japan Fan. And I'll put the link in the description on YouTube or the comments on Facebook, but it'll have a playlist of other moms talking about the same topics. And so this week's topic is about how I found out I was pregnant with Cara and how I announced our pregnancy, which we announced a couple different ways. So it was pretty fun to be able to do that. So with Cara, we had planned to start trying in October, but then August rolled around and we were like, well, we'll just stop preventing because most people takes like 6 months to get pregnant. So since it takes that long for most people, we'll just stop preventing and then we'll start trying in October. We just stopped preventing and we weren't really trying, and it was like really early, like 2 weeks before my period was supposed to come. I just felt like I should take a pregnancy test, and I was like, no, we're not even trying, so it's pretty unlikely that we would get pregnant right away, and then B, it would be way too early for a pregnancy test. So I just kind of ignored it, and a couple of days went by and I just kept having that feeling every day. So about, I think it was like 9 or 10 days before my period, I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna test just so I can know that like it's way too early and just like know that I did it and get past this feeling. So I took a test, and it was like one of those cheap, I had a bunch of like cheap Amazon tests that I had bought because we were going to start trying and I just wanted to be able to test as much as I wanted to, and they were just like the little strip tests. And so I tested it and there was like a very faint line, and I was like, I'm not sure I trust that. So I had a different brand, and it looked like an actual pregnancy test, like not just a strip. So I tested that, and then I also had a very faint line. I was like, well, I think maybe I'm just seeing things. So I went to the store and bought a first response, early response, and I tested that. And it, like, you're supposed to wait 3 minutes. Within like the first 30 seconds to a minute, there was a bold, dark line that was showing up. So I was pregnant. So that was pretty crazy to me. And then Savon had said that he wanted me to surprise him with how I told him. So I had come up with this idea, and I'll post the link to this video as well. But I announced to him with this shirt that said, so if you know Moana, there's Maui and he sings that song, like, and there's like a line that's like, just an ordinary demigod. But I got the shirt that had Maui on it and said, just an ordinary demi-dad. And Savon loves Maui and he loves that song. So I ordered it on Amazon and I had to wait for it to come. But then we went to my uncle's wedding in Arizona and we drove there with my brother and sister-in-law, and it was pretty hard for me because I didn't want to tell Savon yet because the shirt hadn't come, and so I was like worried what if like the shirt came and it got stolen, which of course the package didn't get stolen, but I was just like stressing about everything, and like I was so nauseous, but I already get car sick super easy, so nobody was really suspicious about that. Well, and then I had to pee a ton because I didn't realize in the first trimester your hormones go crazy and you have to pee all the time, and I think I was annoying everyone with how much I had to pee. And then there's like certain things you're not supposed to eat, like lunch meat and stuff. So I was just like having a hard time, like just on that weekend. But it was also super fun to see all the family and like see my uncle get married and like his wonderful wife and everything. And it was super funny because I actually like talked to someone about like having kids, and they're like, oh yeah, you got plenty of time. And I was just thinking, well, only 9 months, but I obviously couldn't say anything. So that was an interesting experience. And then when we got back, the package was there, so I like hurried and like took it out and like put the pregnancy test the ones that had like the cap that could cover it, because otherwise it's like unsanitary to me. And I like rolled it in the shirt and then put it back in the package, and then I gave it to Savon. And you can see his reaction in the video. I'll link it in there. And then to announce to my family, my brother had been on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I wore this shirt. Actually, let me go get it. Okay, so I wore this shirt, and I'll show you in just a second. But so we didn't really want to steal his spotlight, but then I also felt like my brother would be super excited and want us to share the news. So what we did is I like wrote it to him in a card and told him like if he would like to announce it, then he could, because we had a bunch of family in town. But we didn't want to take away from his day, just coming back and everyone celebrating him. So yeah, so he actually did read the card out loud, and he was super excited about it, and everyone was super excited. And then everyone didn't know if they should believe us or not, but this shirt is pretty cool. So you grab the hearts and you bring it up to the other hearts, and line it up, and it says, "I'm pregnant." Once you line it up, like before, it's just kind of like nonsense. So yeah, so then we did that. And then the way that we announced, like on the Facebook world, the social media world, was we took this super cute picture. And it's just, you know, our dogs, and it just said that our parents are getting us a human, had the little ultrasound, and it had our like wedding rings on there. And just said baby Moniz due May 2019, and so yeah, that was super fun. And that is how I found out I was pregnant and how we announced. Please go check out those other videos in the playlist, they're super awesome, and check out those other moms' channels as well. Thanks for watching Ohana. We love you guys so much, and we hope you have a wonderful day.